Shavua Tov Bethel. You're listening to Havdalah Happy Hour here on the Bethel Podcast Network, broadcasting live on our YouTube channel. I'm Ben.
I'm Jill.
Emily.
Jeremy. Did you ever watch Good Morning Vietnam?
Yes, that's why I did that.
I feel like I get those vibes just now from that intro.
That's a great movie for a lot of reasons. Excellent, excellent film. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
Wicked.
You're going to put
you
Wicked
saw it
on the same level as Good Morning Vietnam?
I'm putting it on
Jill, you're
a
incorrect.
level
I'm sorry, that is not
of
correct.
one of the grandest performances I've ever witnessed in a movie in my life.
Has everyone at the
that's
table
false.
but me seen Wicked?
No,
I
I've
haven't
not-
seen it
refuse.
yet. I
will
need
not
to
watch
see it.
I absolutely
I don't
will
even
not
know
watch
what it is. My wife went to see it.
it.
Did she like it?
Torah
I think so.
principles, so I can't watch it. It's
My
Kishu.
youngest kid saw it at a special birthday party where they rented a room.
Oh, it's for kids.
I mean, it's a
Well-
Broadway show, so
Oh, it's
For
a broad.
all
Oh,
ages.
right.
okay.
Yes. It's a Broadway show that was made into a movie. Part 1.
And do you think it's as good as Good Morning Vietnam?
Yeah. I didn't cry in Good Morning Vietnam. I cried in
then
Wicked.
You're a heartless person with no soul.
Actually, I don't really remember
Good
if I
Morning
cried or
Vietnam is
not.
a terribly tragic movie.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Good music, though.
Excellent. It's a great sound. It's a great movie. I just can't believe you're gonna put it on the same level as.
I mean, I haven't seen Good Morning Vietnam probably since it came out, so I don't remember.
This could be a good movie to show at Bethel.
Good Morning
A
Vietnam.
Good Morning Vietnam, and then you could lead a discussion afterwards.
Tuesday at the Flicks.
I,
Actually, it is interesting. Here's some
Is
good
there a
historical-
connection?
There were Israeli military personnel in Vietnam, learning from American military personnel. So that did happen.
so it sounds like when we're done recording, we need to start a dialogue
John was
with
there.
Rabbi or someone else to see if we can get this on the books at
I
Bethel.
don't know if
Stay
he
tuned.
knows about that, but it is an interesting piece of history.
Okay.
I'll say that.
That is
Okay.
interesting.
I have something to Google tonight. Thanks.
Yes,
Welcome back, Everett. We're back after Thanksgiving.
we are.
Is that what happened?
That was what happened was.
I feel like it. I was the only one here last week. No one else was here, so
That is a false statement, Jeremy. I was here.
not in the
Bethel
studio.
office,
Not in the studio.
doing work.
I was too.
You were here on Thanksgiving.
Yes, also on Thanksgiving.
I was not
Day.
here on Thanksgiving, but I was here for services on Saturday, and I was here for services on Sunday.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't feel like most people don't realize, but our show's open 7 days a week.
Correct.
Constant.
365
Even if
days
our
a
offices
year.
are closed, we are here twice a day for services,
It's
no
good-
matter what.
It is good to worship the Lord, and so it is important for us to have services both morning and evening.
Mm-hmm.
The synagogue will be open for them. It is important to our practice.
Hodu
You all
Lashem
should
Ki
come.
Tov.
Ki le'olam chasdo. Tov lehodod.
Emily, how was your first Thanksgiving in Maryland?
It was a little weird being
Tell them
here.
why. Tell them
Cold?
why it was weird.
Cold?
It was
The
weird.
weather?
I mean, the weather was weird. I mean, just that I was just with my kids and my husband, and the rest of my family was in Arizona, so that was a little weird.
But that's not the weird part, Emily. What'd you have?
We had chicken
Yeah, why is that?
because my family prefers chicken.
Is this an every year Thanksgiving
no,
tradition?
No, I always make a turkey. Actually, I did get one turkey leg, a smoked turkey leg from Market Maven, and I didn't think anyone else would eat it, but my girls both tried and liked it.
Oh,
so
good.
that was a win.
Leg is a good part.
And I wasn't even offering it to them, but they were like, that looks good. I'll try it.
Shout out to Market Maven.
Yeah. No,
They
it
do
was nice.
stuff. Not sponsored.
No.
Sponsorships
clear.
are available.
Are
Yeah, of
available.
course.
Yes, always available.
Call Amanda. Anyway,
But I spent most of my week, since it was feeling a little bit weird, completely binged the series of New Amsterdam. Has anyone seen that show?
No, but you
I
have
have heard of
inspired
it.
me
Now,
to
get
want to
this.
watch it.
I think that a kid that I went to high school very possibly is in that show.
Is it the one that was here speaking one time?
Yes. Matt
Jeffers.
Matt Jeffers.
It is a great show.
I do not like hospital shows.
Fine. But if you
I do, and I will.
and the series finale is gorgeous. Like,
Okay.
it's
Okay. I'm
really,
gonna watch.
really well done.
Because you said the
gonna
thing
look
that
him up. I think
piqued
he was in that.
my interest when you told me about it was that it doesn't gloss over current events. Like it was accurate to like COVID and all of those
Oh.
things.
You know
And
what's
I
funny about
like
that?
that. Like all the shows, like for
like real
example,
life.
like General Hospital. I've watched General Hospital since I was 12. I will admit that. But like there was no mention of COVID, and COVID happened the whole time.
So I
it's like I liked
actually-
that it was like current.
It's so funny you say that. I was watching like a crime show. I forget which one it was. But it came and it did the same thing, did like the COVID episodes. I was like, I'm not into this. I can't watch it anymore. Like, I don't know if it was, I was too traumatized in real life to see it on TV, like in Fantasyland.
That's
and I couldn't
true.
handle it, so I stopped watching.
If it was COVID time, I don't know how I would
Right,
have felt. But
but
looking
watching
back,
it's
I'm like,
interesting.
okay, so like
Right.
this happened and it's acknowledging life.
Yes, agree.
He was in New Amsterdam. 34 episodes.
Wow.
Of New Amsterdam.
Okay, who is it? Let me see the picture.
Matt Jeffers.
You'll know.
That's a decent shot of him.
Oh yeah, he was one of the doctors.
Yep. So we went to high school together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Claim to fame.
It's not my claim.
Is he from here?
Yeah, he went to Villa.
Yeah, I went to BT.
Oh, okay.
Go Warriors.
He was a very good actor in the show.
He's a good actor in general.
He
I
came
don't know.
here. Associated had him speaking at one of their events a couple years ago.
Was it Associated or Sisterhood?
Maybe both, but I know
think
the
he was here for
Associated
definitely
did
for,
because
like-
we were in the
No,
Myers.
I think it was both. I think he came to both. He was a year younger, and he's been in some other shows. And
Yeah.
I remember, like, I didn't know it the first time I saw him. I was like, there he is.
Amazing.
And I'm super happy for him. It's great.
Jill, how was Thanksgiving?
It was great. My house was amazing with all of our guests.
How many?
33.
And this
That's
was
too many,
twice,
Jill.
right? You did back to back?
I know. So we did Thanksgiving at my house, and then for Friday night we go to my cousin
part
Stacy's,
two.
and we have my whole. It's about 30 people also, but my cousin Stacy hosts.
It's too many people.
And it was great. And then but I also, in between, I go Black Friday shopping with my friends Debbie and Lisa every Black Friday for as long as I can remember. First, it was just me and Lisa because Debbie used to work in the medical field. So she would always have to work on Friday, but then she got a new job. So now it's the three of us. And it
How
was
early
fun.
did you start?
Not 10 o'clock. We met at 10
Oh.
o'clock.
That's
we
reasonable.
did, yeah. And we went not that long this year because we got everything at two places. And then I met David and the boys at Old Navy where we proceeded to get more stuff.
My wife's birthday is in December, so Black Friday is the perfect day to buy a bunch of gifts.
Mm-hmm. She has a big one coming up this year.
She does. 30,
Yeah.
Can't hire her. She should live to 120.
not 30. Joking.
Yes, but
What is time?
it's time. That's our favorite thing.
What is age?
So I have a shout out to give
Okay.
to Dr. Sugarman, my dentist.
You want to give applause to the
Yes, and let
dentist?
me tell you why. So
Are you all
as
better?
I am shocked.
the last time we met, I was really suffering with a TMJ episode.
Flare up.
Big time.
Yeah,
And
you're not
I,
happy.
thought it was an ear infection. Then I thought it was a toothache. And then, of course, it went.
Oh my
I
God,
was
stop.
thinking worse things. And he was
Because
so.
of Nurse Jill.
And he was.
Did she make it better or worse?
I was convinced I had an abscess in my tooth,
I
and
thought
I was
she
going to go
said
into
that
my
it was
brain,
TMJ.
and I was going to die.
I thought she said TMJ. Anyway.
Anywho, so I went.
Yeah, I think
I
she
first went to get
diagnosed
my
it.
ear checked. Thank you, Elise, for no ear infection. That was the first good news. And then I went to Dr. Sugarman, and he
Not
said,
sponsored.
not sponsored, but the best dentist in the world. Sorry, Dr. Fine, if you're listening.
Sponsorship opportunities are available, though.
And he really,
Baltimore's
he
best.
he
Beth L's
convinced
best.
me that it was TMJ, and he was 100% right. He said, this is what will happen. It will eventually get better and better. But the reason I'm giving him a shout out is because first he was right, and I am fine right now, which I'm very happy. But Logan, that's my son for everyone that doesn't know, went to the dentist a couple weeks ago, and Dr. Sugarman said to Logan, I heard your mom was talking about me on the podcast.
Does he not listen?
I don't know, but I
Needs to
think
listen in.
so now I think I know who is listening, Dr. Fine. And that's who probably told Dr. Sugarman that I was talking about him on the podcast.
Interesting.
But I just want to say that he was right, and I appreciate him, and I will always trust him.
Nice. I'm shocked because if there's anybody in the world who just tests the dentist, Jill, it's you and I.
Right. I'm just petrified.
Yeah,
of
you don't have to justify it to me. I'm right
My
there
family
with you.
needs dentists. I'm gonna have to.
Dr. Sugarman.
some
I
appointments.
recommend a dentist
Or
for
Dr.
you.
Fine.
I've heard about your dentist. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
But yes.
We have a good pediatric dentist. I will give you off there if you're interested. Guarantee
Yes.
you they are not listening to the Havdalah happy hour, but they are
But
wonderful.
my kids started going to Dr. Sugarman when they were in their very early teens. So
Okay.
we switched from pediatric around 12.
I went to the same dentist from the time I was like 5 years old until we moved. This was
Really?
a family practice,
Wow.
and it was the same guy, and he was awesome.
Dentistry is our family business. Fun fact.
Really?
Yes,
I did not know
Your
that.
dad's not a dentist?
No, my dad's brother
Oh.
is an endodontist,
Oh.
and my grandfather was a dentist,
Really?
and his father was also a dentist.
Oh.
Wow.
And now my uncle has 3 sons and a daughter, and I don't think any one of them is going to be a dentist. So I think the family dentistry business is over. But here's a fun story. I was at Friday night services 2 weeks ago, I guess. I don't know what is time. And I
What
was
is time?
there, and a lady comes to me afterwards, and she's like, "Are you Ben Crystal?" I was like, "Who's asking?" And she tells me, she's like, "My name is whatever my name is, and my father was your grandfather's dental partner
Oh, that's cool.
in Wilmington, Delaware." And I was like, "That's so funny because Jewish geography is hilarious."
Yeah.
And here she's now a new member of Bethel, and I laughed a lot, and it was a nice family connection. It was great.
That's good. That's cool.
Yeah,
Small world, small world. And
dentistry and Bethel bringing people together.
Ben, did you get any time off for the holiday?
I mean, yes, I took a little bit of. Well, I mean, yeah. I took off Shabbat of Thanksgiving. I mean, I prayed. I just didn't come here.
It's
Don't
never a
I
day
know
off.
it?
Never a day off.
That's I do not work on certain days of the year, and this was one of them. So I did not come in. So I took the Shabbat. I took that day because I was here on Thanksgiving. And I was here on the Friday, even though the offices were technically closed. I was here.
I was shopping.
So yeah.
I was watching New Amsterdam.
Jeremy, what about you?
I think we were watching the parade.
You
No,
asked all
that's
the
thanks-
questions.
that's
What about
Thanksgiving.
you? How was your Thanksgiving?
Very nice, uneventful. We went to Philadelphia for the day to my wife's aunt and uncle's house. It was great. Food was great. People
Good.
were amazing. Always fun. Kids
great.
were an 8 out of 10. So.
I'd like to
Nice.
have Thanksgiving
I mean,
of one.
That's great.
Oh yeah, the kids are great.
An 8 out of 10. I mean,
Right.
an
Probably have
80%
those
is
frozen
great,
dinners.
great.
No, take it. 80%.
Nice.
That's great. And then, so the whole weekend was it was a very busy weekend here, Thanksgiving weekend, because we had a bee mitzvah Saturday morning, and then we had a Rosh Chodesh bat mitzvah on Sunday. So it was 2 just, happy back-to-back simchas is always
That's great.
nice.
It is always nice.
That's
A
great.
lot of people in the building.
A lot of people. And
Yeah.
guess what? And a
That's
lot of
great.
new people.
Yeah.
Especially on Sunday, there were a lot of people from out of town, and it was nice to show off our clergy and our building, and it feels proud.
That's always nice.
I
when
think-
Bethel shines.
Jill, is this accurate? Jill and I try to get them into the building, and then you guys need to keep them coming
Keep 'em
back.
here.
Is that pretty much some for the 4 of us at the obviously Ben and the entire
and
clergy
stay.
team?
Well,
and
I need to give them the membership applications.
that's
and
right.
then
You
keep
get them in and give them that application.
Right.
And
So I have a question because we have, Black Friday we just had, and people are holiday shopping,
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday, all of the shopping.
Small
And
Business
as
Saturday.
kids-
Is that a thing?
Small
Yes.
business. It used to be for like 5 minutes.
So as kids, lots of kids make lists of things that you want, and my kids all made lists. But as adults, we have the ability to just go buy ourselves something.
My niece makes a
So-
PowerPoint for all of us.
That's adorable.
One of the best
Is it?
things.
Hey, Cam.
A kid asked me
My
once,
kids make Amazon wish lists.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
But is there anything, here's my question, is there anything that you bought yourself on Black Friday or recently that you're like, I could ask for somebody to buy this for me, but I just bought it for myself because I love it?
I buy for myself because I love it.
I also am very into self gifts because
Like
I don't
what?
like people
Anything
to give me
specific
things.
that you've bought recently?
So I
That's a good question, Em.
I bought myself a new Dutch oven.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Look at you, fancy pants.
What are you
I
making
know.
in it?
braised short ribs.
Mm.
I'm coming over. That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, so I needed it, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy this for myself. I guess somebody could have bought it for me, but
Yeah.
one time a kid asked me what was the best part of being an adult, and I basically said I can buy myself whatever I want whenever I want, and I used birthday cake as an example. You can buy a birthday cake, and it's not your birthday.
Right.
Sure can.
Nothing bad will happen to
Right.
you. And this was like a 5-year-old, so it was like, what? It was great.
What about you? Did you buy?
So a couple of weeks ago, this weather is a little different for me and it's a little cold. So
That's not cold.
I bought myself this wearable blanket that I wear in my house all the time, and it's amazing, and it's fuzzy, and
Is it
it's
fleece?
I don't know. I mean, it's fuzzy. I don't remember
Is
what
there
it is.
feathers inside?
Not feathers. No, like a fuzzy blanket, but it
Fur?
goes past fake fur, I guess, past my knees, and it zips up, and it has a hoodie. And
Didn't you
sleeves?
steal
I
one of
love
them
it.
from
It's
my
long
office when I
sleeves.
worked in the preschool for someone in the mikveh?
One time, this is a hilarious story. One time,
Is that like a towel material fits for the mikveh?
Rabbi Schwartz and I, one time, were in charge of a mikveh, and
There were no
there
towels or
was
something.
no towels. And I don't know if this was during COVID.
Do
or
we
what it
supply
was.
the towels?
Yes.
It was during COVID because I was working in the preschool
Yeah,
then.
so it must have
We
been
do
during
sup-
COVID, and the building was not operating normally because it was COVID. So
right.
things were like weird, and like so we went in there and there was no towels, and I can't remember what the circumstances why there was only the two of us that were there, and maybe there was a third person.
I feel like Rabbi Sorokin was there
Maybe
also.
she was. I don't know, but it was weird because there was no towels, and I'm like, I feel like I know where they are, but then I wasn't sure, and we went hunting all around the building for these towels. And could not find them. So we finally went to Jill. We're like, Jill, give us something that's like a towel.
So I had
So she had.
Okay, so I'll show you a picture of what I
and I never got it back.
look.
No,
I-
you never got
that.
it. We told you.
Logan has it. That's
The
awesome,
pockets are
Emily.
enormous.
That's amazing.
That looks so
love it.
comfortable.
I
love
would
it.
wear that all the time.
I go
it's a wearable
home and I
blanket.
zip it
fun.
up, and I'm like all cozy.
That's amazing.
I love
great.
it. And that's
So-
a perfect thing for an Arizona transplant to have in Maryland.
And I was like, I can just buy this for myself.
Correct.
So,
Does anyone want to guess where we found the towels?
oh
Where?
gosh.
Oh, no, like guess. This is a guessing game.
In the dryer?
No, okay, no, not the dryer. In a space in Bethel.
Oh,
the-
I
Okay,
meant
was
in
it
the-
not like in the
Kitchen.
cabinet in the
Kitchen.
bathroom?
Not in the kitchen, not in the bathroom. They were in a bag on the office stage, where it's like Bethel's like Narnia storage closet.
right.
Like, you put it on there.
Which also couldn't be further away.
Right, from the mikveh.
Like, I was like, why are these? Like, it was. There were many questions, and I don't think I ever got an answer. But it was pretty funny. And yeah, you never did get that.
I never
blanket
got it back.
And I was trying to remember who that was. But it was funny. We're just like, just give us something.
Anything. And it
that
was
all you
hanging on the
had.
back of my office door because I think a parent had given it to me
Yeah.
or something as a present.
Yeah.
So to answer Emily's question, I just went onto my Amazon and looking at the last 4 things that I have purchased on Amazon. The first is the plastic spring-loaded toilet paper holder because
Not a gift. You need that.
In white or in like the chrome?
chrome because
nice,
half of
nice.
it is missing from the kid's bathroom and neither kid can tell us where the other half. This was our adventure 2 weeks ago. No one knows where the other half went, where we even had, my wife and I had to go into the toilet, assuming one of them flushed it. Not, it's gone.
Well, let's
it's
hope it
not in
ended
the
up in the
toilet.
trash can.
Not
It's
in
on
the,
the
it
opposite
wasn't in the
stage,
trash can. And then I'll follow that up
I
with,
actually need one of those for my powder room. Could you please send me the link?
I'll send you the link. Diaper genie refills for my daughter, ice skate blade covers for my son, and what is the 4th thing on here? Putty for
Okay,
the kids to play with.
What do you buy for yourself?
That I buy for my kids. There's no, I mean, look at my clothes. This stuff is older than probably my son.
It
Yeah.
was very nice of them to send me that happy birthday video, and I was.
Oh,
Yes,
Icy heart.
yes,
Warms
yes.
Are
my
the
icy
Silbert
heart.
kids' birthday videos the
Obsessed.
best?
I'm
They
obsessed with
love
it.
record. When's your birthday?
I was
Emily?
so happy
February.
about it.
Okay,
Warmed
remind me.
my icy
The
heart.
best.
It's so great.
And you never know what you're going to get.
No, I
we
mean, never
say to
know.
the kids, "Do you want to record a video for Ben?" And they say, "Okay." And I just say, "I'll point to you." And we just
It
get
was
there's
amazing.
The
I was
best.
so happy about it.
sometimes
That's
there's
adorable.
singing, laughing. Other times there have been videos with fighting or where an injury will
And
happen.
potty words.
Right, and the profanity,
Which is my
sometimes,
favorite.
and,
That is my favorite as well. I love what kids curse.
I know,
It's,
it's
wrong,
the best.
but
It's the best,
funniest
yeah.
thing to me.
so speaking of potty words
Funniest
and
thing.
kids cursing, guess what time it is,
Oh
guys?
my God! Is it time for Shonda of the week?
No, I thought I was gonna. Were we using this music for
I
the
think we
Shonda of the
decided
week?
That this was not good Shonda.
That's
of
a
the
little
week
happy
music.
for
It's
Shonda
a
of the
little-
week.
That's what I said.
Is it?
But I mean, it's fine.
Just
All
use
right,
something
no,
different every
well,
time. It's fine.
Yeah, I
That's
feel.
true. Also, we could just cycle through the public domain.
For
music we
Shonda of
have
the
on
week,
that
it should be
machine.
like, wah, wah, wah.
Let me see. I can. If
Something
I
like
can
that,
do.
right?
That's what I thought.
How about this, Ben?
Still that.
Yeah, still. All right. Sorry, it's my first day on the board.
That's what I can think.
All right, here we go.
A violin, like you're like
Sure.
world's smallest violin.
But that's the Misha Berach song. It's like a
Bethel version, I have to point out,
Bethel
not
version.
a copyrighted version.
on a
no.
violin.
On a violin.
Who played the violin?
We'll talk after the podcast.
I'm shocked.
All right.
Wait, I bet I could guess it is. Okay, we'll play a guessing game after, off the air.
Off the air.
Off the
air. All right. Who wants to go first?
Not me, because I don't have one yet.
I have a Thanksgiving-related Shonda.
Okay.
You go for it.
Incredible.
I think it is a Shonda that anybody is forced to work in a store or things like that on Thanksgiving. I'm not talking about like essential workers. We need our healthcare workers. The
But
hospitals
you don't
have
need
to be
you don't
open.
need a package of grapes
Go
on
to the
Thanksgiving.
store the day
is this
before
communism
Thanksgiving.
that I am hearing.
Go to the store
ranting
before
against the
Thanksgiving.
capitalist
Let people have the
establishment?
day off.
Shameful, Emily. Shameful.
I agree, Emily. I agree with you.
That's my
Shameful,
Shonda.
Jill. Shameful.
While I did go to the grocery store at 6:30 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning, I only went because they were open, and I certainly could have waited until the following day to get the few things that I needed. I only went because I knew they were open, but I couldn't agree with you more. And each person I saw in the grocery store in the morning working there, I thanked them for working on a holiday.
That's nice.
That
I
was nice
refuse
of
to
you.
go to the grocery store on Thanksgiving. I'd rather go on Black Friday,
You know
even
what
though
we
I
should
don't want to
do?
do that
You
either.
And I'm
go.
actually, yeah,
Erev Pesach to 7.
Oh gosh.
it's a real treat. Or you should go at like
an
9
Uber.
o'clock after Pesach ends to like Market
honestly,
Maven.
just like any Friday afternoon.
Oh, I've been Friday afternoon to 7 Mile and Market Maven. Yeah, it's busy.
And along those same lines, I'm glad that now like places are closed after Thanksgiving dinner. Like we used to go to Black Friday.
Yeah, I remember those.
And we
standing
would
in
go
the
to
line
Best
and
Buy
wait there all
at like
night long.
7 o'clock after dinner, and now
Wait
they're
till the
all
next day.
closed. And I like that. I'm
I
glad.
agree with that.
Ben, anything jump out this week?
Yes, but I have to rethink it because you all told me I couldn't say it because it's not appropriate. Even though I think
Yeah,
there's
keep
nothing wrong
thinking.
with it, too. So let me keep thinking about
Jill, and I'm still thinking of mine. That's why I'm going to
I know.
you first.
I'm struggling. I mean, I guess I'm a little bit still frustrated with the Ravens loss to the Eagles
Yeah, well, that
last
was a
Sunday.
bad
That was
loss.
a
That
big
was really
Shonda.
unfortunate.
It was. I'm not going to mention the player
I'm
who
gonna
is the
mention it. It was
biggest
Justin
Shonda,
Tucker. That's the person.
and I'm very sad about
We
it.
can resurrect all of the Billy Cundiff memes from years ago. Remember that? Remember
Cundiff.
that?
He Cundiffed it.
Yeah.
You know what? My Shonda is going to be similar to yours, but I'm going to take the opposite. I'm going to take the other side. Yes, this is a professional athlete and makes a whole bunch of money, and that's great. But at the same time, someone has an off day or maybe an off couple of days or
An
Seems
off
to be some
season.
kind of slump happening
But
there.
my Shonda would be to the fans who and I see this all the time. Maybe it's just the Baltimore thing. Maybe it's all over.
No, I think it's all over.
Oh, I still
I'm
support
sure-
him. I feel bad. for him.
However, my
I
Shonda this week, not for being critical of a player, but for those fans who will go and just completely
delight in it.
turn on these
him.
people and get rid of them. And this, again, we're talking about human beings, and
And not
no
only
one's
that,
perfect.
how many games has he won? So I
Correct.
said my main Shonda is like the Ravens should not have lost that game. It was a very winnable game.
Yeah.
But
It was unfortunate.
And I'm going to spring off of your
and yes,
Shonda.
and I,
Thank
the
you for
Shonda,
giving me.
the people who have turned on him. He's a human being. He's a father. He's a husband. He's a son. He's a
But we did it before,
great
too.
teammate.
And we'll
Remember when
continue.
they did it to
How many?
Flacco?
Yes.
Like, it
How
was
many
not good.
games have we won because
because
of
of
Justin
him.
Tucker?
Yeah.
All right, so this is like a joint
More-
Shonda we
more
shared.
than
I
the slump,
like
for
that.
sure.
Right.
Yeah, a shame.
All right, Ben, anything that's not going to get us kicked off the podcast or
I'm gonna say this, that I am very angry at the. Oh, here. You know what's a Shonda? Here's a good one, and I don't think I'll get in trouble for this. Although maybe. I don't
Fingers
know.
crossed.
Fingers crossed.
right
Okay.
now to the
I can't
bosses
wait.
to the bosses who are listening to this, when Ben says I don't think we're going to get in trouble
You can
for it
log
right
off
now,
right
they're
now.
We'll edit in post. So I came across a photograph from the 1970s recently showing a much younger Antonio Guterres. I don't know if this is the current Secretary General of the United Nations, an organization you all know I have many issues with because I perceive it to be a institutional hotbed of anti-Semitism, which I think many of us agree with.
We've
here.
discussed this previously
Yes.
on the podcast.
The photograph shows Antonio Guterres, then I don't know what his role was then in the 70s, but he's sitting next to Yasser Arafat and another terrorist whose name I cannot remember, but on the wall behind them is a picture, a very anti-Semitic cartoon is right there, and I'm reminded now why. It's like I've been trying to figure out why it is that Guterres has since October 7th like refused to condemn, or like the condemnations have been weak, and his constant obsession with Israel, like all of this stuff of like what is going on there, and now it all making sense to me that he has this relationship with the Palestinian establishment, and that for me is a big shanda, because the UN has potential and its mandate to be an organization for good, but it just is not, and that's the shanda for me, is that that this man has let his personal feelings interfere with actual like work that could be happening, and Jews are suffering as a result of his actions, and that for me is the shanda. So I don't think we'll get in trouble for that, but if we're sorry, but not sorry.
Right.
All right. On that note, I think we're good on that on that note.
Alrighty then. Well, that I think will conclude it for us here on.
No,
Havdalah
I think that
Happy
was
Hour
fine.
here.
I think that was it's yeah.
I think so too. You've been listening to Havdalah Happy Hour here on the Bethel Podcast Network. You can find all of our shows wherever you go to listen to your favorite podcasts, or on the Bethel Congregation YouTube channel. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms, including but not limited to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and just search Bethel Balto. Remember, please to text our show, send us comments. We love to hear them. Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.